Good afternoon, Aquarius, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Will's Cartomancy Tarot. What I like to do is to go on and just give you your um, maze reading. It's sexual in nature here. I've decided to go on and use my more erotic tarot deck here today, as already shuffled and displayed as we see here. Okay, as well as a few other new oracle cards that you probably haven't seen as of yet. Okay, so now I'm going to certainly announce the signs as I see them. And if it resonates, with the message that I share with you, go on and give it a big thumbs up and share this reading with others, please. And if you've yet to subscribe, please take a few moments to do so now, okay? So let's do something a bit different this time, differently. I'm going to start here by just looking at your oracle cards here then, and then we're going to get on into your tarot reading here. It certainly seems here that this month it looks like that someone from whom you've been estranged, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be returning. And it looks like you're going to be reconciling your differences here. Okay? Because I feel that many of you have been kind of feeling a bit, distraught or feeling a bit lonely, ladies and gentlemen, and kind of feel that you don't deserve the true passion and love that you do so well do deserve. This card is kind of letting you know that this is certainly something that's going to be a driving force for you this month, and you're gonna have your options here, when it comes to love that I'm feeling here. And I feel too that with having that card to further emphasize that fact that you deserve to be loved, it certainly shows here to let you know here that it's certainly safe for you to love. And it's probably time for many of you to kind of open your heart up a bit more and to kind of give in order for you to give and receive the highest energy of all, as this card is kind of suggesting here. Okay, I'm also feeling a sense that a lot of you may have met someone new or may be dealing with someone new here, because it certainly seems here that that person could be the one, or it could be potentially someone that you're already seeing here. I'm kind of getting the sense that you guys are kind of seeing more than one person, and with this X kind of reappearing here, it further complicates the matter, doesn't it? Because you have so many different options here now that you certainly will this month here. So, um, with that said, it's certainly telling you that you really need to give your, or try to give your relationship a chance, and try to put in the effort and work on your partnership here, because I'm kind of feeling that for some of you, children might in fact be involved here, in your situation. And it certainly looks like that a lot of you are going to be uh, taking some type of a romantic trip that I'm getting here with this honeymoon card, and it might be a wedding for some of you, or a more secure relationship that you'll kind of, you know, work towards with someone that will lead to some type of romantic honeymoon. So it's either or here that I'm kind of seeing here. Okay. So now let's look more so into your tarot cards here to just see why, you know, why the oracles are kind of telling you this. Okay. Let's first start off by just making a few general observations as I usually do here. Okay, you have a predominance here of major arcana cards here, so it certainly shows that destiny is in fact at play. And the suggestion or the hint is for you is to really let go and let God here, you know, and try not to kind of take on, so much in the way of making promises here as well too, because you have a next, a lot of wands there, because you may kind of get burnt out. I'm kind of feeling that as again you're going to be meeting a lot of new people here, and a lot of opportunities are going to be coming towards you, you know. But I'm feeling with the absence of pentacles here that your situation might appear to be a bit unstable, a little bit if you don't work on it. And it might be that someone may in fact be unemployed, or someone might be at a distance from you, or maybe just some type of again locality type issues that I'm getting here. Okay, and then you have two fives there, so it certainly shows, ladies and gentlemen, that there is in fact a need for you to be a bit more vigilant in your approach, cautious, and a little. It requires a little bit forethought before you make decisions, so that your decisions won't be rashly made. Okay, You also have two eights there, so I'm also feeling that there is going to be some type of a brief seductive type interlude that you're going to experience, and I'm feeling that it looks like it might be an affair that may crop up here, or it may be a passing infatuation here. So, I think that you might want to really get to know this person before you kind of really establish things with him or her, because it could lead to some disappointment or regret. Okay. And I'm feeling too that there's a lot of worrying that you've been doing, as I've already indicated, with the presence of those two eights, because you really want the love that you're seeking, and you've been having problems, gaining it. Okay. And then you have these two sixes here, and so that shows a lot of irritability and agitation and some bitterness. But again, however, there is a lot of work to be done, and success, I feel, is very, very possible. And I feel, in fact, just as these oracle cards have echoed, your relationship does, in fact, has potential to kind of, make it here, because you have the Hierophant there as well as the Nine of Wands here. Okay. But I'm feeling that both of you, I'm feeling you and your partner, or appears to be a bit overbearing or power driven, I'm getting, and it looks like that, while I'm kind of feeling that infidelity might be present or possible, or someone, one of you or you, or might be in fact involved or seeing someone that's already married or committed, there is a chance, because you're dealing with so many people, that you're going to have to kind of cut ties with one of them. Okay. I'm also feeling too that it looks like your relationship has had some strong potential for abuse here, I'm kind of getting. And it looks like that the abuse that I'm kind of seeing here looks to be more spiritually based, okay? Perhaps someone just trying to use your spiritualities, or even, in fact, morals, okay, to kind of control you in some way, okay? I'm also getting a strong sense that someone seems to be, perhaps, might be a recovering addict, or perhaps a recovering alcoholic, or just someone just addicted here that I'm kind of seeing here. Okay. I am seeing someone who may have been involved in a dysfunctional marriage too, but it looks like it's going to improve. Okay. So let's dive right on deeply and just get started to see why some of these analyses might fall true. Okay. So we have at the bottom card here the Wheel of Fortune, okay? So with the Wheel of Fortune, it connects with fire signs, okay? Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, okay? And Jupiter is denoted. And it's all about fate and karma and destiny. So this certainly shows, having this as the bottom card, ladies and gentlemen, that it shows or represents an auspicious, change in your situation. It represents an improvement, ladies and gentlemen, if you allow things to flow more freely, okay? And to do that, ladies and gentlemen, you'll have to discuss your desires and kind of let go of your routine or customary way of kind of doing things, okay? Sexually, in particularly, okay? And for some of you singles, you might even, in fact, meet someone new with this card. But I certainly see an ex returning with this, just as this reconciliation card here has already suggested, and this person, just as his will, he's going to come, or she's returning as if to have his or her last go around here. Okay, and you're going to need to make a decision, because I'm feeling that there is more than one person that many of you are potentially, getting with, and you're going to kind of be forced to make a change here. And this card certainly shows that this isn't your first time being on this wheel, as you can see here, right? So the lover is coming back, all right? And it certainly shows here that, with this card, that happiness, it shows that you're going to be growing here. It shows as well as that, that this certainly is going to bring about a lot of opportunities, and really it's going to allow you to rekindle your sexual passion with someone, I'm kind of getting, and it also allows many of you and some of you to kind of expose yourself or heighten your ecstasy with even a person of the same sex too. This is one uh, essence of this card as well here. Okay, so let's go on and look at your past here. We have the Knight of Chalices. Okay, so of course that refers to a water sign. Okay, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, of course. And so with this card, this shows a very young person. I'm kind of getting fairly young. And this card is all about a proposal or someone that seduces you, a new experience. So it certainly shows someone in the past who really seduced you and kind of strike your fancy here, ladies and gentlemen. And some of you might have been kind of presented even with a travel opportunity, okay? And again, it could have been with someone that, as I said, it looks like it's an ex I'm kind of getting, or someone that, you've recently kind of dealt with. But in any event, I feel that they gave you great sex. And I feel that you had a lot of fun with this person because this person appears to have been very sensitive and generous. To some of you, he or she might have been looked upon as being a prince or even either a princess, okay? But I'm kind of getting that perhaps many of you felt that this person really, really wasn't ready to kind of settle down in the way that you wanted them to be. And of course, it's a knight there. So when you ever see a knight in a reading, always know that they can be here one day and gone the next. Okay? So let's move right along and look at your present. Okay? We have the Hierophant. So with that card, that connects with a Taurus. And this card is all about conforming and, respect and as well as celibacy, ladies and gentlemen. So many of you certainly kind of, it looks like you really want a more traditional type relationship. And ladies and gentlemen, while I feel you're going to certainly feel a karmic link together, or you're going to feel as if it's a soulmate type link, you're going to feel the sense that your situation isn't getting where or producing the results that you really want here. Okay? And I feel that there may also be some form of domination as already admitted from the, or mentioned from the onset. And some of you may have kind of given another control, and you really need to kind of reclaim your power, ladies and gentlemen, or you are a bit too concerned, or you may be a bit too concerned about, really what others think about your situation, okay? And some of you might even, ladies and gentlemen, kind of getting, might be even, as I said, practicing celibacy. I'm kind of feeling this person, if it's not you, the person could potentially even be a teacher or a doctor or, they're a wise person I'm getting, maybe even a religious figure, a consultative consort of, of sort, or perhaps just a very conservative type person, you know? And this person might hide their feelings, I'm kind of getting, because it looks like he or she is very slow paced. And I kind of feel that one of you might even want more sex than the other because I feel that what you want is really someone who can really teach you things, ladies and gentlemen. So this card is also asking you to try to stop worrying about what other people expect of you and stop being a people pleaser in some sense, okay? So let's move right along and look at what you really want and how you really feel about, your lover here. Okay, so we have the Eight of Wands. And with that card, Mercury is in Sagittarius and it connects with fire signs. So you certainly want your relationship to kind of grow. And with this card, you want it to grow at a fast pace, and to kind of end stagnation I'm kind of getting. And I feel that you're feeling very optimistic, you know. And I see your lover as always, or you're kind of see you see your lover in some sense as being an individual who is always on the go. Someone that's very flighty yet ambitious. Someone that's very talkative, someone that's lively, and reasonably, ladies and gentlemen, a good person here that I'm kind of getting. Okay, so let's look and see what they want and how they really feel about you, ladies and gentlemen. We have another eight here, okay? We have the Eight of Swords, okay? So that connects with air signs, okay? And Jupiter is in Gemini, all right? So they feel a sense that you are in denial in some sense. And ladies and gentlemen, these feelings can be vice versa. You could be as equally feeling this way about them, okay? Or feeling the sense that you're going through some type of a crisis, or perhaps that you've been pointing fingers at them unfairly, or you're just romantically vulnerable and You're not kind of able to really see the forest, ladies and gentlemen, from the trees, or unable to really make a decision, a crucial one. And they see you as immobilized, ladies and gentlemen, by fear, trapped, if you will, very, very indecisive. And they feel that perhaps you may have shut them out in some sense, okay? And it seems like they really want to kind of extricate themselves from obstacles. Or certainly you might want to do that, or they feel that you want to do that, or impressions, or even in fact restrictions here. Okay? So let's get in more deeply into the sex factors of your relationships, the dynamics here that I'm kind of seeing coming towards you this month. We have that devil there. Okay, so with the devil is associated with Earth, Capricorn. This card, as you know, is all about bondage and domination, lust, and addictions of all sorts. So it looks like that your situation might have been a bit abusive. I'm getting with addictions present, and I feel that it may have had a lot of sex games, or it will have that element associated, bribery, manipulation, and trickery. And I feel that this person really does everything to try to win your attention here. But it might just require you to just have a conversation with this person here, okay? Because you see that your other cards are so good here, okay? And then next we have temperance. So this is very major for you guys here. And temperance is connected with Sagittarius. And this card is all about adaptation and moderation and compromise, manipulation, as well as patience. So I feel that due to the compromising nature of this card, ladies and gentlemen, you might consider discussing, as I've already suggested, your feelings surrounding intimacy with your lover, with your relationship. And you might feel your lover, even with this card, may not even be putting in enough effort. Because I think if you really have this discussion, you can see that I see a vast improvement. You're going to certainly resolve your differences. And I feel that you're going to find ways of doing things, and your sex is going to be much more passionate. Okay? So let's move right along and look at what potential challenge you might face, or challenges. Okay? We have the world. Once again, another major card here. So with that card, Saturn governs this card, and it's connected with Earth signs. Okay? Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. So it looks like you are inclined to kind of, I feel, sweat the small stuff, if you will. You know, Understand that this is certainly just a meantime experience that you're going through, or just a slice of life type time. So look at the bigger picture that this card is kind of asking you, and try to stop comparing yourself, ladies and gentlemen, to others. I'm feeling, and feeling that you'll never really have your share of your pie here, or achieve the results that you really would want here. Again, getting back to the feeling of letting you know that you do in fact deserve love, and start doing what you really want to do, and stop being overly judgmental. Okay? So let's move right along and just give you some advice that would take you a long way if you would consider it, along with what I've already been sharing here. We have the Nine of Wands there, you know? And with the Nine of Wands, the moon governs this card, and the moon is in Sagittarius, of course, associated with fire signs. So it looks like you'll have to kind of make a decision, as I've been kind of saying throughout the reading, because there certainly is going to be more than one person pursuing you, and you're going to need to really try to stay focused, and try not to kind of let someone talk you into something that you really don't want to do, or there's something that's really contrary to your convictions. And try to heal yourself, because it looks like you've been badly hurt, ladies and gentlemen, and let down. And certainly stand your ground. Don't be a pussy with this person, okay? And it looks like some of you might even be dealing with a military type person, or a government type person, I'm getting. Okay, so let's look at your outcome. You have a beautiful outcome here. You have the Six of Wands there. So with the Six of Wands, Jupiter governs this card, and it's connected with Leo. Jupiter is in Leo. So this card certainly is about good news and victory. It even represents a younger person, I'm getting. Resolution of problems that you've been experiencing all along here. And it shows, ladies and gentlemen, that your effort, again, if you take the time to discuss your feelings and stand your ground, it certainly is going to pay off, you know? And I feel that you're going to find that others might even be jealous of you with this card here. So you rest assured that I'm kind of getting that your sex life is indeed going to flourish, okay? So let's look at some additional oracle cards just to give you a bit more pertinent advice prior to closing this reading here. So we further emphasizing the fact here that you have been feeling a bit alone and feeling that you don't deserve the love and attention that you so deserve here. And we've already seen that with your romance angels, you do in fact deserve love, ladies and gentlemen. And understand that although that you've gone through a heuristic type process, rest assured that your healing now begins, ladies and gentlemen. And what you might want to do is just to take an introspective look at your situation and just withdraw to kind of figure out what would be your best step here. And to get ready to just spread your wings because everything is going to work out to your satisfaction here. Okay? And to understand that the past is just the past, right? So through the power of love, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to learn to kind of release any stagnant situations or energy in order to kind of transform your heart space. But what you must do is to own up to what has happened. You must acknowledge your mixed deeds as well and accomplishments alike, ladies and gentlemen, and kind of learn to kind of love them and all the lessons that they've brought you. And virtue is important, okay? Acknowledge your loving spiritual attributes that encourage others around you to really grow here, okay? And understand that you're all trying to do your best and we're all trying to make a best attempt at something here. And understand that things are about to really, really, really get juicy for you guys. Hubba hubba. So your sex life is definitely is going to improve vastly here. Okay? And understand that love is certainly not always about agreeing just for the sake of it, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great relationship. It's one that both really supports and challenges. And try to, again, you have to stop focusing your energy on past events, okay? Because life is just too precious to waste. And you create your reality really by what you think, dream, and in fact, what you imagine here. Okay? And understand that love certainly does really, as we see here throughout your reading, as we see here, that it definitely overcome all obstacles, you know? And understand that a change in attitude is all that it really takes to really turn your situation around here. So trust in love's power, you know? And you are who you are because of your history, you know? And all of it, ladies and gentlemen, has really kind of helped you grow in love and in wisdom. Okay? And in conclusion today, ladies and gentlemen, what are some things that we should surrender here today? Surrender to spirit, you know? And once you've done everything you can to achieve a goal, ladies and gentlemen, turn the situation over to the divine. Remember, from the onset, I told you, because of the predominance of majors, you have to let go and let God. Let spirit works its power and magic for you and surrender the idea that you can fix someone, okay? It's really time for a relationship to shift, as I've already indicated to you. It doesn't work to kind of try to fix another person because each person must be accountable for his and her own healing. So, Aquarius, this is what I have for you. I certainly hope that this reading has offered food for thought. Be sure to like and share, subscribe, and if you'd like a more personal reading, please contact me at WAT1673 at gmail.com. Enjoy your day. Thank you.